Welcome back to Dinar Community Channel. You've waited, you've prepared, and now, every second counts. The banks aren't open yet, but the window of opportunity is. What you do right now will determine everything. Are you ready to turn your IQD into generational wealth, or will hesitation cost you the moment you've been waiting for all these years? The moment so many have waited for is here. IQD holders around the world feel it. This is not just another speculative wave. The signs are all pointing towards something real, something transformative. From behind-the-scenes chatter at financial institutions to unexpected shifts in international trade activity, the once dismissed dream of an Iraqi dinar revaluation now commands the attention of those who once called it fantasy. But here's the truth. Waiting for the banks to open is no longer the plan. The real question is, what are you doing right now, in these crucial hours before everything changes? For years, investors have held their Iraqi dinar with unwavering belief. Many have weathered doubt, mockery, and uncertainty. But now, things are different. Prime Minister al-Sudani's government has sent clear signals that Iraq is no longer playing defense. With monetary reform underway, foreign currency policies being tightened, and foreign reserves hitting record levels, the revaluation no longer lives in rumor, it's becoming reality. If you're holding IQD, the window of preparation is narrow. Once the banks open, the financial system may not wait for you to catch up. This moment demands action. It requires clarity, precision, and strategy. The emotional buildup of years cannot cloud the sharp decisions you must now make. Are your dinars verified and authenticated? Do you know where you'll go when the call comes? Are you aware of your legal, tax, and financial implications? The time for dreaming is over. The time for planning is now. Many holders are still unsure what exactly they should be doing. But the difference between those who thrive post-RV and those who panic lies in preparation. So what does that preparation look like? First, your physical currency must be secured and easily accessible. It's not enough to simply know you have dinars. You must ensure they're protected from damage, theft, or misplacement. Fireproof lockboxes, digital inventory records, and even photographs of your notes' serial numbers visible can serve as essential proof should any issue arise. Organize them now. Don't wait until the pressure is on and the lines are forming outside the banks. Second, get documentation in place. If you bought your dinars from authorized dealers, you should have receipts, certificates of authenticity, and possibly even a digital invoice trail. These documents may be necessary for certain financial institutions to complete the exchange. Not all banks will require proof of origin, but having it can accelerate your process and avoid delays, especially if you're aiming for preferred or contract rates. Next, you need to know your bank. Not all institutions will handle IQD exchanges. Some will, but only through specific branches or private wealth appointments. Others may not be ready until days or even weeks after the announcement hits mainstream news. You should already have a short list of potential banks or exchange centers that are known to process exotic currencies. Contact them now. Call, email, visit in person. Find out if they plan to handle IQD, and if they offer appointments or private client access. If your bank isn't participating, it's time to find one that is. Waiting until the exchange is live is too late. Another critical step involves knowing your financial goals and having a strategy to match. Don't let the revaluation catch you off guard emotionally. The moment your net worth multiplies, your mindset must mature with it. Ask yourself, what will I do with the money? Will I spend it all? Will I invest? Will I structure a trust or a foundation? Without a clear plan, sudden wealth can evaporate faster than you can imagine. This is not the time to figure it out later. Talk to a financial advisor, ideally one familiar with windfall events or exotic currency scenarios. If you don't know where to start, begin researching fiduciary advisors, not commission-based salespeople. You also need to understand taxes. While there is still debate about whether the IQD exchange will be treated as ordinary income, capital gains, or some hybrid form, the worst mistake you can make is assuming it will be tax-free. The IRS is watching windfalls closely, and depending on how you acquired your dinars, and how long you've held them, you may face different tax outcomes. Consult a tax attorney or a certified public accountant now. Don't guess. Guessing with the IRS is expensive. You want to have a structure in place before you ever walk into a bank, ideally one that allows you to legally defer, reduce, or manage your tax exposure without risking audits or penalties. Another layer of preparation involves privacy and protection. Once your wealth increases, your visibility may too. Family, friends, and even acquaintances may treat you differently. Stories of lottery winners losing it all aren't just about money, they're about unprepared minds and broken boundaries. Set those boundaries now. You don't owe anyone your story. You don't need to make social announcements. Quiet wealth is protected wealth. If you don't have a will, a trust, or a power of attorney, get one drafted now. Your future self will thank you. Now let's talk security. High net worth individuals become instant targets for scams, phishing attacks, and fraud. From fake bank contacts to seemingly helpful investment opportunities, you must expect attempts to separate you from your money. Learn to recognize legitimate communication from scams. No bank will ask for your account credentials via email. No real financial advisor will demand a wire transfer upfront. And no one, absolutely no one, can fast-track your exchange for a fee. Anyone making that claim is lying. Protect your devices. Install antivirus protection. Enable two-factor authentication. And be very selective about who knows when and where you plan to exchange. Another factor often overlooked is emotional preparedness. The RV, when real, will change your life, but it can also trigger anxiety, decision paralysis, or pressure from others. Spend time meditating or journaling about what you want from this new chapter. How will you use your resources to bring stability, not just wealth, into your life? How will you give, if at all? Who can you trust to walk with you through this without exploiting you? Identify these people now, not later. Let's also not forget international implications. While most exchanges will occur domestically, some investors are considering cross-border opportunities, especially if contract rates or tax benefits vary between jurisdictions. Be very careful. Currency controls, international tax treaties, and legal compliance rules differ across countries. Moving your funds abroad prematurely or without guidance could trigger audits, penalties, or worse. Only proceed with international strategies under expert legal counsel. At the same time, now is also the perfect time to research post-exchange banking. You may not want to park your new wealth in the same account you use for groceries. Consider private banking or wealth management divisions that offer secure options like treasury-backed products, precious metal storage, or insured high-yield accounts. Interview them like you would an employee. Ask hard questions. Don't be impressed by flashy buildings, be impressed by their policies, their history, and their integrity. Keep an eye on global signals as well. The IQD's revaluation doesn't exist in a vacuum. If Iraq's monetary shift is part of a larger global financial recalibration, as many suspect, then other currencies and commodities could be impacted. Gold, silver, oil, and even digital assets may react in real time to the ripple effects of a revalued dinar. Being aware of these movements can inform your next investment or diversification play after your initial exchange. Lastly, never forget that you are part of something historic. Whether you've held IQD for a decade or just recently joined, you are positioned at the intersection of patience, vision, and action. What you do now will echo in your financial story for generations. The banks may not be open yet, but the moment to act is here. Your strategy isn't just about getting in line, it's about stepping into your future with clarity, readiness, and wisdom. As we move into what could be the most significant financial moment in modern history, take nothing for granted. Don't rush, but don't hesitate either. Every hour counts. Finalize your documentation. Confirm your exchange options. Get legal and financial guidance. Prepare for a secure, private, and powerful post-RV life. Because when those bank doors open, the world won't be the same, and neither will you. Hold your head high, IQD holder. You've waited long enough. Now it's your turn to lead, to act, and to rise. The time is now. Like and subscribe for more videos.